So what is the point here about A/B test? The point is that running multivariate testing is a good strategy to building up your product map, to building the product feature set. As well as it can prove or improve your hypothesis, and you can check it out on your users if you meet their expectation, if you do what they need for their business and life. But is it simple, if you ask? No, for sure it is not. Doing A/B tests, running A/B tests requires a lot of preparation. Product managers, business analysts, which we have a lot, hundreds of people are working in this field at Wix, in cooperation with QA people and also development teams, they need to clarify and establish experiment properly, clearly, so that they know what to monitor. Our owners of experiment need to know exact moment when experiment starts, so-called start event, as well as when should the experiment finish and when we do not continue monitoring the system state. It is also vital to define the longitude of the experiment. How long should it happen? How long should we involve new people for the feature set provided by A/B, and also for how long? When should we start? When should we stop doing this experimenting? Also important, of course, as I have mentioned so many times already about humans, important thing is to define the target group. Who should we start from? Who should we exclude or maybe include specifically into this experiment? And whose experience should we evaluate first? We should also clearly define what KPIs to monitor. It's not always about a change for better, I mean the A/B or the new feature. Sometimes we simply need to make sure we didn't make worse. I mean that people didn't start facing issues with our features, with our flows, and this is so-called defensive test. It can be, for instance, a framework upgrade or some refactoring has been done, some maintenance on changing these data centers, some infra, etc. So we are running defensive tests there as well. What's important here for QA engineers is that position of a quality-oriented person is not in just creating a product, but meeting users' expectations and building the right product to the right users in cooperation with PM. Testers are strongly involved in experiments preparation and running. It's also a tool to build up the product itself, which is important to each and every QA person. And also by monitoring and viewing the results of A/B tests, we know our user base. We can learn what they need, what they do, how do they behave, and so adjust our own approaches to testing. So this is actually the ultimate goal, right, of each QA, to know how to test very closely to the approaches which users use.